the heathen are raging right now. Just kind of looking at the news and their stories and the fact that like everyone is rallying around Ish. Now, I mean, you have to look at the scriptures and you have to look at what's going on, man. They're trying to use our Bible to justify their orchestrated events that are happening right now. When you're awakened, you see there's two parallel universes going on right now. There's the universe of the Gentiles and all the things that they have been pushing for the last few hundred years. And then there's the truth. And then there's the Most High. And then there's his prerogative and his narrative and the way he is going to play everything out. Now, I mean, Ish might have lost, they say around 1,200 people, something like that. That's the last time I heard. It was around 1,200 people. So if you lose 1,200 people, all of a sudden now you can drop whatever weapons you want. You don't have to follow any international law. You can do whatever you want, and everyone's just going to go rally behind you. Hey, man, just do what you got to do. You got a right to do pretty much whatever the hell you want to do. Now, 1,200 people, they're like, well, that's comparable to like 30,000 Americans because we have such a small population. Okay, there are people dying all over the world every single day. Now, the Israelites, we were destroyed utterly, and this was prophecy. And I always want to say, well, I don't want to compare atrocities. I don't want to compare suffering. We've all suffered. No. No one has suffered more than Israel. Absolutely no one. It is in your Bible. So you guys always love to run to Daniel. You love to run to Revelation. You love to run to Ezekiel. But you only run to certain parts and you try to force those scriptures to fit your narratives. Oh, they went back into the land. That was a fulfillment of the Valley of Dry Bones. Even though when you start going into it, it says all of the house is going back. Not one or two tribes, all of the house. But see, this is the issue now. You're not going to use Israelite scriptures to pretty much try to validate your mess. That's not going to happen anymore. Most High is not going to allow that. You only could do that when we were asleep. Take a look at this. This right here is Daniel chapter 9. We'll start at verse 11. Okay? Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges, that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. Okay? This is talking about the curse that was poured upon us is what is written in Deuteronomy 28. Now, yeah, you might have lost 1,200 people a week ago. That has nothing to do with the curses of Deuteronomy 28, 16 through 68. Read it for yourself. Look at all the different things that the true Israelites were going to go through. No one is going to care about the death and destruction of the Israelites. We are going to be going through it until the Most High raises us back up. Not till man puts us back in the land, until the Most High raises us up. So acting as if the death of like 1,200 people all of a sudden gives you the opportunity to go ahead and just destroy everyone. You don't have to follow any rules. You can drop illegal weapons, phosphorus weapons. You can kill women, children, whatever else. And it's funny because like I heard a little bit of Paul's video from Off Grid, and it was just funny because he's like, well, death is sanctioned in the Bible. When you're doing things to the Most High's chosen people, death, is sanctioned in the Bible. And I'm like, hey man, you are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. Death. Most High had told the Israelites to go into this land of Canaan and kill everyone. And in fact, he got upset because they didn't. Saul lost the leadership because he did not follow the commandments, the orders of the Most High. So yes, it is. But this is the whole point. You guys are getting to the wrong people. You have, yes, Most High is like, he says, vengeance is mine. Because his people are not going to be in any position to do anything to fight you off. They have not been in any position. They are not some military power. So them losing 1,200 people, all of a sudden the whole world is now, or the Western world is rallied around them to be able to go ahead and do whatever they want. They don't have to follow any rules. And that's what their defensive minister said. They dropped phosphorus weapons, which were like a banned weapon or whatever else. So it's like all because of 1,200 people. I'm like, what about Black Wall Street? What about the anti-removal? Like when, thousands and thousands of people probably died and we don't even know it because it's not like they keep good numbers about our deaths. How about, like I said, Black Wall Street? How about any removal? How about, all of this, just the death and destruction you came over here to the Mexico when you guys destroyed Tenochtitlan. There was bodies everywhere. What about how you just went up and down North America, South America, Central America, and just killed everyone? You brought the dogs over here and you destroyed everyone. Now, see, if 1,200 people allows you to be justified to kill all these different people, what do you think the Most High is about to do to you? He's setting you up. If you haven't figured it out yet, he's setting you up. All you people keep coming out here and says, I'm supporting Ish. I support Ish. They can do whatever they need to do. They got to defend themselves. Okay. Just remember that when the Most High starts bringing death and destruction on everyone that has had a hand in destroying his people. Just remember that, because that's what's going to be coming up. Why do you think he says give them double? Why do you think the whole world is going to be mourning when the Most High cracks the skies open, like it says in the book of Matthew? Look it up yourself. Why is the whole world mourning? Because the whole world has been confederate against true Israel. See, true Israel, as you saw right there on Daniel 9:11, was going to be getting the worst of the worst. And see, they always like to say, oh, we don't want to compare suffering. But they always want to shove their suffering in our faces. But they always want to just deflect and ignore the things that have happened to us. And see, that's not going to happen anymore. Those times are done of you just being able to have a bully pulpit and you being able to, just say, oh, well, this action right here, oh, this is what happened right here. Oh, Iran wants to wipe them off the face of the earth. How long ago did they say that? I mean, they're still using these same quotes from certain people that don't even have weapons, that can't even do that. You guys have the power. You have the military capability. If anyone can wipe anyone off the map, it would be you as the Western powers. But they always want to use, Persia wants to do this. Okay, but can they do that? Just like they say that we're racist. How are we racist? We don't control anything. You guys are the ones who set up racist policies. You guys are the ones who set up us being 3/5 of a man. You're the ones that set up, these laws where, we could not even go and testify. We couldn't even go and accuse anyone. You're the one that did not allow us to vote. You're the ones that did not allow us to get home loans and be able to buy property and so we can actually pass down wealth to our children. You're the ones that have done all these things to us based off the color of our skin. But then you want to cry racism now. So like I said, so you brought all this death and destruction through the Inquisition. You brought all this death and destruction by coming to these lands and stealing resources and stealing land and hiding, giving everyone proverbs and no one knows their true identity. Everyone thinks that they're this and thinks that they're that, but everyone's going to find out that not only have the Israelites been lied to about who they are, you've been lied to about who you are. And when you have the opportunity to cleave to the Most High's chosen people, you are not given that opportunity by your churches, because all the way till now, they still have you thinking that they have the keys to heaven. Do you think of people who hide their priests' actions of sleeping with children, molesting children, raping women, and everything else? You think those people have the keys to heaven? People who can't even, talk about their history. I'm bringing out all this information about their history, and you get nothing but crickets. You think people who can't even defend their history, when they had the power, when the Most High gave them the keys and gave them the opportunity to be on top, what did they do with it? They did such horrible and heinous things that they're terrified to talk about their history. It's hate speech to talk about their history. What does that tell you? If you can't even defend your actions, when the Most High gave you the authority, what did you do with it? What is your testimony? What testimony are you going to have for the Most High when he shows up? I know what testimony that's going to be. The whole world is going to be mourning. Look it up for yourself. It says it in the Bible. When the Most High cracks those skies open, the whole world is mourning, because then your testimony is going to be right there with you. Your testimony will be walking right there with you. When you had the chance to cleave and follow the Most High, you chose these churches. Shalom.